friends, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Josy. On this channel I talk about everything simple living through Jesus, health and finances. Thanks for watching me today. If you haven't subscribed yet or you haven't joined the family yet, please go ahead and click on the subscribe button and the bell beside it so that you wouldn't miss any of my videos. In today's video, I'm going to share with you 12 grocery food that I always store up in my kitchen. Since we are talking about simple living through health on this channel, a lot of people have been asking me some of my staple food that I store up in my kitchen. It is always a great experience in your kitchen if you have some particular food there, or some of the food that you want to eat all the time. You want to see it so that it will attract you to eat it. So it's always the best when you store up some stuff in your kitchen. Most of this food that I'm going to show you, they have a lot of nutrients and they are very, very good for you. If you have them, it makes you eat it more and more, and you wouldn't grab any other junk food and stuff. So I'm always glad when I go to grocery store and I buy them and I bring them home and my family eat them. Some of them I buy it every week. Even some, if I can get, I can buy it every 3 days if you want it to be fresh. So it's always good when you go to the grocery store and you grab these staples and bring it to your house. And these staples that I'm going to show you is very essential in my house. Of late, we've been adding a lot of stuff to it. As previously, I did a grocery haul some time back. I'll leave the video in the description below so that you can check it out. I had a lot of stuff that I showed you guys that always when I go to Aldi I buy. But this time around, these are the stuff that we are really eating it, consuming it in this house. And it has really helped us getting our fruits in and also getting our vegetables. My number one staple is citric fruits. When it comes to citric fruit, we have a lot of them. The ones that I mostly buy is oranges, tangerine, which can also be called mandarin, I think. I have some here. I also buy lemons. And you all know that when it comes to citric fruit, they contain vitamin C. And vitamin C is very important for us, especially when you live in the cold weather. When the cold comes, you get a lot of flu, you get sick. So the more you eat this food, it prevents you from not getting the cold and the flu. So I always get them when they are on season. Even when they are not on season, I always get them. My kids love it. When you give them, especially the mandarin, you peel it out for them, they will eat it. So these are very good for us. So make sure when you go to the grocery store, try and grab at least orange. You can't go wrong with orange. You can make juice from it as well. So try and grab an orange and share with your family so that you will get a lot of vitamin C to prevent you from getting sick. And as I always said, we always want to boost our immune system. And citric fruit is one of the essentials to boost our immune system. My second one is leafy greens. When it comes to leafy greens, we have a lot of them, like kale, like almost all the greens that you can think about. But the one that I mostly buy is spinach. I love spinach. If you watch my previous video, you realize that I add it to smoothie. You can add it to egg. And when it comes to spinach, it has a lot of fiber. It contains a lot of potassium, magnesium. It contains a lot of vitamins. So I love it. I add it to like almost everything in. I add it to salads. And when you add it to smoothie, you can't even feel it. And you have your greens in it. But one thing about spinach that I want to talk about, because I'm a pharmacist, is that when you are taking medication for a blood thinner, you have to be cautious when you are eating spinach. And one most common medication is warfarin. So if you are on warfarin, you really have to be careful when you are taking spinach. So you really have to talk to your doctor's office or your healthcare provider and see if you can take it. But my advice to you that if you are on any blood thinner, don't take spinach. But they are very good for us. When you are not on any medication, you can take it. They are very, very good. One of the staples that I know almost everybody will have in their house is banana. And this is what most people love. I love it because it has a natural sweetener. So when I'm eating it or when I add it to food like oats, I don't have to add sugar to it. And banana is one of the food that in my house here we eat a lot because we add it to granuts. So we eat banana and granuts. When I was growing up, I used to eat it a lot. I introduced it to my kids and they love it too. So banana is one of the best staples that you can have, especially if you want to eat a lot of fruits. You can start with banana. It's very sweet. It contains a lot of potassium, which is good for our kidney. You can also add it to smoothies. You can add it to oatmeal, and you can eat it like that. It's one of the staples that I wouldn't go wrong buying it and bringing it to my house. So when you go to grocery store, even if you don't like fruits, start with banana and you will start loving fruits. My next one is strawberry. Strawberry is very colorful, so kids love them. It contains a lot of fiber. They are also excellent source of vitamin C, potassium, which is good for us, and it has about 91% of water. So when you eat it, you are also getting some water in your body. So I love strawberry. My kids love strawberry. It's one of the fruits that kids love. So if you are trying to like teach your kids to learn how to eat fruits a lot instead of candy and stuff, introduce them to strawberry and it will really, really go a long way. When you give it to them, they kind of like it. I've seen a lot of kids that they really, really love strawberry. So that's one of the staples I don't go wrong. Anytime I go to grocery store, I make sure I grab some. My next staple that I like so much is grapes. Let me tell you something about grapes. It's very sweet. If you feel like eating sugary food, grab grapes. Grapes are the best. If you want to go eat sugar, remember to grab your grapes. Grape is also good for kids and they love it. It has a lot of fiber and it's sweet, but it's also good for people with diabetic because it has a low glycemic index. So if you're a diabetic patient, you can still eat grapes and it wouldn't make your sugar level go high. It will really, really help you even lower your sugar level. So grapes is one of the staples that I always buy. And one thing I want to talk about is that because we eat it like that, like you grab it straight, it goes into your mouth, I normally want to get the organic one. Some of the staples, when you get organic one, is always the best. Like banana, when you grab a banana, for instance, it has a harder skin on it. So if you don't get organic one, it's okay. But something like grapes, I always try to get the organic one. And most of the food that goes straight into our mouth that you don't peel the skin, I always get organic one, and grape is one of them. One of the fruits that I've been loving nowadays, I used to eat it when I was growing up, but when I came into the state, I kind of not finding it. It's not common. It's not as fruits that people talk about it so much. So I didn't really pay attention that I needed it. But now I started eating it and I love it. And that's papaya. This fruit has a lot of nutrients. It has a lot of functions, but a lot of people don't talk about, like I said. When you are somebody who forgets stuff a lot, start eating it. It has some antioxidants in it that help our brain. It also have a lot of nutrients that are good for our eyes. You can't go wrong when you eat it, especially when they are soft and you eat them, they are really, really sweet. So it's like something like this, it has the skin on it. So I wouldn't buy organic because I'm going to eat the inside. So that's okay if I don't get organic. And when it comes to these fruits, the papaya, even the seed is used for medicinal purposes. It's a very, very good fruit that I've been eating. It has a lot of folic acid. So when I was pregnant, I used to eat it a lot. So check it out and leave in the comment below if you know about it and if you've been trying them as well. My next staple is pineapple. Pineapple is one of the fruits that help our digestive system. It has an enzyme that helps you when you eat. It helps you break down the food very well. So it's very, very good for our digestive system. It contains a lot of fiber and nutrients. And when it comes to pineapple, it's always sweet, so you can add it to your smoothies. When I'm doing my smoothie with pineapple, what I do is that I just grab only pineapple. I wouldn't add any fruit to it, and I'll add the rest to be vegetables. And it's always balanced out. It's also one of the fruits that we use the skin as well. You can put the skin in a bowl, add water, boil it and drink it. And it's very, very good when you're having a high fever. If you are coming out with cold and flu, you can do that, and when you drink it, it really, really helps. So I love pineapple. Most of the times I buy it when I go to the grocery store. Maybe once a week. It's very, very good for your stomach. And one of the vegetables I buy is also carrots, and it's under the root vegetables. So they are part of the vegetables that they grow under the ground. And because, like I said, anytime you are buying the fruit and vegetables and it's the type that you can put it in your mouth without taking the skin, you always prefer to buy organic. So for carrots, I buy organic. They use a lot of chemicals. I'm pretty sure it's low in chemicals. So it's always the best if you buy. And one thing about carrots is that it's very colorful. So when you add it to a lot of stuff like salad, rice, it's always the best. And also, it has a lot of vitamin A. So because of that, it helps with our eyes, which is very good, and also even for our skin as well. And also you can add it to smoothies, and you can even eat them like that. Maybe you want to replace your rice, which is more starchy. You can use carrots to eat with stew, soups, and all that. So carrot is also the best. I always grab it when I go to grocery store. My next staple is cucumber and zucchini. They mostly look alike. They are kind of the same anyway. So anytime I go to the grocery store, I make sure I grab cucumber, I make sure I grab zucchini. One thing about zucchini that I like is that it's very hard. So when you bake them, it tastes really, really good. Like you add spices and you bake them, it tastes really good. And when you bake cucumber, it doesn't come out very well because it has a lot of water. It becomes so soft. So I like baking zucchini so that I can add it to my salad, my rice. Zucchini is something that I wasn't used to it. The one that I knew was cucumber. Cucumber, we eat it a lot back in my country, especially when you are doing salad. So I used to eat it, but this one, I started eating it about 3 years ago, and I love it. I always grab it when I go to grocery store. And moreover, I add it to my smoothies as well. And you don't even taste them when you add it to smoothie. So they are really, really good. If you want to get your vegetables, you can add it to smoothie, or you can bake them and eat them like that as well. When I'm eating it, I'm not going to take the skin from it. So for this type, I bought the organic one instead of the regular one because I'm not taking the skin from it. They also contain a lot of fiber, and they have a lot of water in them. So when you eat them, you are getting a lot of water, you are getting a lot of fiber, which is very, very good for our body. My next staple is avocado. If you've been following me for a while, you know I love my avocado. Avocados are my healthy fats. Instead of eating a lot of fats, I'll prefer eating avocado. Avocado is one of the stuff you can add it to almost everything. Smoothie, You can make dips from it. You can add it to bread. You can eat it with rice. So I always buy avocado, and I make sure I eat one avocado a day. My daughter, who is 2 years old, loves it. You can eat the whole thing if you feed him with that. So I always buy avocado. I always grab like 10 anytime I go to the grocery store. And also it has a lot of fiber as well. It's good for our body. And you also know that avocado contains more potassium than banana. So if you need a lot of potassium in your body, try and eat avocado. And when you have potassium, you remember potassium help our kidney. Our kidney is the one that help us filter all the toxins from our body. So you need your kidney to function very well. So eat avocado is very good for us. Now let's talk about cabbage. Cabbage is one of the vegetables that I always buy organic, and also I make stew from it. Like this one, I can make the whole about 2 weeks stew from this one. Even though at times it can even last us for a month. If you are tired of eating a lot of tomato stews, try cabbage stew. You get all your nutrients, you get fiber. Cabbage is one of the vegetables that help our digestive system. So if you're having any digestive problem, you can eat cabbage and it will really help. My last one is apples. Who don't love apples? Apples are great. They are crunchy. We eat the skin. So this one, I bought the organic one. So it's very important if you get the organic one. These are good for our heart. We need our heart to function so that blood can pump. It's very good for our heart. And also kids love apple slices. So if you want your kids to start eating fruits, apple is one of the best one to start with. You can also make apple crunch from it. You just have to slide them and you add a little cinnamon and you bake them. And they are also good. So apple. When you go to the grocery store, make sure you grab apples. And buy the organic one if you can. At times the price is quite higher, but if you want a good health, buy the organic one. Oh, that is it for today's video. These are all my staples that I normally buy when I go to grocery store. They are very good for us. I wouldn't switch them for anything. I hope you will find it very helpful so that when you go to the grocery store, you will grab this and bring it to your kitchen. I would love to hear from you to know which of these staples that you grab them always when you go to the grocery store. Leave it in the comment below. I can't wait to read your comment. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, comment, and make sure you tell other people about the channel. And if you are new here, please subscribe to my channel and be part of the family. Thanks for watching and God bless you.